Hi, I'm Mrs. Cutler, and I'm going to be demonstrating today how to put on personal protective equipment, PPE, and how to remove it properly. During the certification exam, you will not have to put a mask on, you'll just have to put gowns and gloves. So first of all, I would get my gown that has been provided for me, and I look and make sure that my straps are on the outside here and not inside, and I go ahead and I put on the gown. They say there isn't an order in which to do this. At the beginning, when I'm putting it on, I usually secure my neck first, and I make sure that it's covering my collars or any other area that's in my neck, up by my neck, and I tie it in a bow. And then I make sure the gown, when I tie it in the back, that my gown is secured and completely wraps my clothing. And I also tie that in a bow. Sometimes the bows are difficult to tie, so it might be something that you might want to practice, because tying a bow behind you is a little challenging. But okay, the next thing I want to do is I want to put on my gloves. The gloves will go over the gown, so if you were in the isolation area, none of your skin would be showing. Sometimes you have to tuck it under there. As I said before, there's no putting the PPE on is usually no issue. You just have to make sure all areas of skin are not showing. So I have my gloves on. My clothing is covered, and I'm ready then to go into an isolation room. When I come out of the isolation room, I want to make sure that when I take my clothes off properly, I'm not going to contaminate myself in some way. So the first thing we do is we're going to take our gloves off. So I'm going to go ahead, I do a pinch, and I pinch that off, and I turn it inside out, and I hold it in the other hand. A lot of times you can stretch your arm out so you can get into this area, so you can do the other glove. Put your fingers under there, and you slowly turn them inside out, and that would go in the trash area. It does not matter for the certification if you untie the waist now or the neck. I am going to untie the waist first, because when I go up to the neck area and I untie it, I'm going to use those straps to help me a little pull it down. Now I have a clean hand. Clean hand can touch the inside of the gown because that's a clean area, and I can pull that off. And then I have a clean hand here. I can touch a clean part of the glove, and I can pull it out. So now everything on the outside of the gown is clean. I roll it, keeping it away from my uniform, and then I put that also into the trash area. I then would wash my hands, and skill is complete. Okay, so